The Nigerian Civil War, Biafran War. The Nigerian Civil War, also known as the Biafran War, was a devastating conflict that took place from 1967 to 1970. This war, marked by its intensity and humanitarian crisis, reshaped Nigeria's history and had far-reaching impacts on the region. The Nigerian Civil War was fought between the government of Nigeria and the secessionist state of Biafra. The war lasted from July 6, 1967 to January 15, 1970, resulting in significant loss of life and widespread suffering. The war involved numerous battles, air raids, and blockades, with both sides suffering heavy casualties. Major engagements included the Battle of Nsukka, the Battle of Onitsha, and the Siege of Port Harcourt. The causes of the Nigerian Civil War were rooted in ethnic, political, and economic tensions. Nigeria's diverse ethnic groups, particularly the Igbo, Yoruba, and Hausa Fulani, had long-standing rivalries and grievances. The immediate cause of the war was the secession of the southeastern region of Nigeria, predominantly inhabited by the Igbo people, who declared independence as the Republic of Biafra. This secession was fueled by ethnic violence, political instability, and economic disparities. The warlords and leaders. The Nigerian Civil War featured prominent leaders on both sides. General Yakubu Gowon, the head of the Nigerian federal government. Gowon led the efforts to preserve Nigeria's unity and suppress the Biafran secession. Colonel Odungwu Ojukwu, the leader of Biafra. Ojukwu spearheaded the secessionist movement and sought international recognition for the new state. These leaders, along with their respective military commanders, played crucial roles in the conduct and outcome of the war. The end of the war. The Nigerian Civil War began to draw to a close in late 1969 and early 1970. After a series of decisive federal victories and the capture of key Biafran territories, the secessionist state was on the brink of collapse. On January 15, 1970, Colonel Ojukwu fled to the Ivory Coast, and his deputy, Major General Philip Effiong, surrendered to the Nigerian Federal Forces, officially ending the war. The end of the Nigerian Civil War was driven by several key factors. Military superiority. The Nigerian Federal Forces had greater resources, including manpower and military hardware, which overwhelmed the Biafran forces. Economic blockade. The federal government's blockade of Biafra led to severe food shortages and humanitarian crises, weakening the secessionist resolve. Lack of international support. Despite some sympathy and limited aid, Biafra failed to gain significant international recognition or support for its independence. Internal divisions. Biafra faced internal political and military challenges that undermined its ability to sustain the war effort. These factors, combined with the sheer determination of the Nigerian government to maintain the country's unity, led to the eventual defeat of Biafra and the reunification of Nigeria. Key battles and campaigns define the Nigerian Civil War. Battle of Nsukka 1967, one of the first major battles, resulting in a federal victory and setting the stage for the conflict. Battle of Onitsha 1968, a significant and prolonged engagement with heavy casualties on both sides. Siege of Port Harcourt 1968, the capture of this vital city by federal forces marked a turning point in the war. The Nigerian Civil War's impact was profound and far-reaching. Humanitarian crisis. The war resulted in the deaths of an estimated 1 to 3 million people, primarily from starvation and disease. Political consequences. The war reinforced the power of the Nigerian federal government and set the stage for a future military rule. Social and economic effects. The war caused significant social and economic disruption, affecting Nigeria's development for years to come. The legacy of the Nigerian Civil War continues to influence Nigeria's politics, society, and identity, serving as a reminder of the costs of division and conflict. The Nigerian Civil War, with its tragic human cost and profound consequences, remains a pivotal chapter in Nigerian history. It highlights the enduring struggles for national unity and the challenges of managing diversity within a complex society. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the Nigerian Civil War. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more stories from the past that continue to shape our world today.